If you are a people pleaser or a nice guy or a nice person, you are not really being authentic. And when you are not being authentic, it gives off this desperate energy and it is less attractive. And people can read it off of you that you're trying to please them in order to get some validation, in order to get them attracted towards you. And this actually does the opposite. Instead of them being attracted to you, they are repelled away from you, and you don't really want that. Now being nice and being a people pleaser is kind of fake, because you're putting on this fake front in order to get something in return. It's like a business deal, it's like a business transaction. I will be this nice person, I will put on this fake front, please you, in order to receive something in return. You see how manipulative that is. But most of the times, you're doing it very unconsciously. It's not very conscious, you're doing it very unconsciously. And moreover, the reason you do this is because you think that I may get something in return. I may increase my attraction levels. I may get something out of this conversation. But the root cause, if you come a little deep down the iceberg, you realize there is childhood trauma connected to getting your needs met by being your true, authentic self. And that is why you put on this nice front, trying to please other people in order to get what you want. Because growing up, you did not receive what you want by being authentic. By being your true self, you did not get what you want. And then you realize, okay, let me put on this nice front, let me please other people so that at least they're pleased by me, and then they will give me what I want. This may be love, this may be any item that you desired when you were a kid, this may be connection, it may be respect, any form of emotional or physical connection that you actually required in your early childhood, in your teenage years, and even in your adult life. You did not receive it by being authentic. And that is why you kind of resort to people pleasing and being nice. Now, don't get confused with being kind, because when you are kind, you are not outcome oriented. When you are kind, you're just out there giving your kindness to other people without expecting anything in return. But when you are a people pleaser, you kind of please other people in order to get something in return. Now, there's a video on YouTube. It's called the still face experiment that was conducted between a mother and a child. And basically, what the mother does is the mother plays with the kid and is so interactive with that baby, and the kid is also enjoying. The kid points a finger, telling that something there. The mother turns back and turns back to the kid. The mother is playing interactive. The kid is so happy, clapping its hands. It's like goo goo ga ga ga. It's so cool. It is so, chilled out, and it's so interactive. It feels so good, amazing. But then the mother stops interacting and just stares at the kid. This is called the still face, the still face experiment. She's just staring at the kid. And the kid feels so uncomfortable. It's like, my mother was giving me so much validation. She was giving me so much affection, attention. And now she's just staring at me. I don't even recognize her anymore. This makes the kid feel so uncomfortable. And the kid starts, throwing tantrums. And the kid feels really uncomfortable. And the kid is so scared. And the kid is so afraid that the kid turns away from the mother, because it is so daunting. It is so uncomfortable to look at that still face and not receive any reaction. Now, this is basically how the trauma starts. you know Similar events would have happened in your childhood. Now if you look at the baby there, the baby did not get what it needs, which was affection, care, and attention. And then the baby started throwing tantrums. Now this kind of resonates with other activities that you would have done in order to receive validation, affection, love, or even care. If you had not received this from your mother, your father, or even in your household growing up, you would resort to pleasing other people or doing any other activities in order to attract affection, attraction, attention, love, and even care, because you did not receive it by being your authentic self. Now, instead of, you know, trying to please other people in order to get whatever you want, a very good technique is to let go of the trauma. Because when you let go of the trauma and actually start being comfortable again in your own skin, that's what makes you more attractive. And you don't have to resort to people pleasing behavior in order to get your needs met or get whatever you want. Because people pleasing, in a way, it'll work in the short term, but in the long term, it doesn't really work out. People catch on that you are trying to please them in order to get something in return. You're not really magnetic, and your attraction level actually goes down because people can tell. And when you are pleasing other people in order to get something in return, you are termed as the nice guy. And you heard the term, nice guys always finish last. Because nobody likes a nice guy, because you cannot trust a nice guy. Everybody knows that person is being nice in order to receive something in return. The person does not have this genuine kindness that comes from the inside, because a kind person is not outcome oriented, but a nice person is outcome oriented. And you see, just by being a nice person, nice, people pleaser, being that kind of a person puts you off balance from actually being attractive and magnetic. It's only when you go within yourself, start accepting your flaws, let go of the trauma associated with all the characteristics that you have, let go of these behaviors, people pleasing behaviors, and start being comfortable in your own skin. That is when you start to become more attractive, you start being more magnetic, and then it radiates outside of you. Because if you are comfortable with yourself, people would also be comfortable with you. If you hate yourself, if you are not comfortable in your own skin, guess what? That energy will radiate outside, and people will give you a similar reaction from the outside. You see, that's how it works. It's not the external, it's by going internal and doing the inner work, and that radiates outside. So, hope this video helps. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.